diamond in the rough. Had depression and anxiety, so I will never cuff. When they ask me to commit, I say I've been through way too much. Yeah, 2 cups up, man, this liquor feels amazing. Real fucked up, cause your vibe is so contagious. Adding in my story while I'm flipping through these pages.
What up? It's your motherfucking man's Pots and Pans. It's your boy D. Welcome to Forever. So, it's been a little bit, not too crazy, but it's been a little bit. A lot of things have dropped. First off, tonight, late tonight, Bruno Mars dropped Skate with Anderson .Paak. Man, let me tell you, that song is absolutely fantastic. Like, I was talking to my guy the other day, Key, about this song and how dope and how groovy it is. Like, it just really makes you want to go out on the town and on the night and really just get your groove on, man. So, like, definitely go listen to that. Also, the NFL has dropped a training camp. Training camps have been around, are all over the NFL now. They started the other, I believe, Wednesday. As clearly as you see, we Pittsburgh repping on this side. You know what I'm saying? Steelers gang, you already know what it is. There's a lot of Pittsburgh is some of the most diehard fans you possibly can get. Shout out to Arthur Motes and Deke. That's a podcast that I watch a lot, and there's like 8 million podcasts about the Steelers alone. That's how you know they're a real team and a real fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't see 9 million podcasts about the Tennessee Titans. Why? Ain't nobody give a damn about the Tennessee Titans. I just kind of had to say that because, you know. But yeah, man, just, you know, we just been living. And I feel like one of the things I'm learning more as I'm getting older is about how to, like, harvest and manifest my hunger. I've been really hungry for success and things of that nature, but I feel like during my run for hunger, I feel like I forgot how to live. Forgot how to have fun. I forgot that things take time. And I feel like through that, I've started to struggle finding the things I want to do. Not like this, but like, you know, finishing school, applying to internships, trying to get jobs places and stuff like that. And honestly, I feel like I've been struggling with it. And I've been struggling with adulthood. These are adultish things. And also having fun. Like, not like a couple days ago, all my friends went to Rolling Loud Miami. And that's dope as hell. Like, I ain't no sucker. I ain't no hater. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rooted them on. I was happy for them they went. I was happy for them they had an experience to always remember. And a lot of people ask me, D, why didn't you go? Well, one, they didn't invite me. Jerks. Not playing. But more or less, honestly, it was just, it wouldn't have been a smart money move for me to go. I wouldn't be able to get the job I have now if I was just like, oh, I'm going on a vacation in 2 weeks. I wouldn't have got this job. There's a lot of things wouldn't have played out correctly if I would have went to Rolling Loud Miami. And like, I knew they were going for months. And like, it never really bothered me really at all. Until like they went and you see the videos and how much fun they're having and stuff like that. And it kind of got me to a point where I started asking myself, what was more important, experience or setting myself up for the future? And yes, it sounds like it's an easy answer, easy solution, but like I feel like that's something in life that we all end up dealing with over and over and over again, whether we're picking experience or the right thing to do. Like, I didn't stress it because like I know I'll have more moments with my friends and my family and things like that. There's more trips and shit we'll be able to go on. I'm only 22. But after a while, you realize how like so many people die every day. And when you're somebody like me who's grown from child traumas and all this depression, anxiety, you name it, I've dealt with it. You start to realize and you start to question yourself, will this shit ever end? And, you know, it's hard when, like, I shot a previous video about running your race. It's hard when you're running your race when you don't know what's at the finish line. You don't know what you're running for because we're so focused on things that we're running from. And like, I just want to say I'm proud. First off, shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother DJ R&B down in North Carolina. Shout out to him. He made a post about how he's going to therapy and how more black men need to do this and stuff like that. I agree. I feel like we as people all need therapy, and we don't even know that we need therapy. Because even sometimes when we think nothing's wrong, sometimes we just need somebody to listen to. And the thing about therapy, in a way, that's crazy is that like we pay people just to listen to us. Like, yeah, we want to know what their opinion is or what they want to say. But for a lot of people, therapy is the only place where they can actually have a peace of mind and not be judged for it. And I know one day I'm going to put myself in therapy. I feel like, honestly, for me personally, I'll put myself in therapy, hopefully, before I have a kid, a wife, etc., etc. Just because I know that there's still issues that may not be affecting me now. But maybe there's things that I should have got off the table a long time ago that I didn't. And sometimes I feel like we wonder so much about universal rules and what this means and like how to connect things, when really sometimes things will just put it together itself. Man, it's just, life is crazy, man, you know? Like, life is crazy. Like, everything I'm learning is crazy. And like, the scariest thing for me and people around my age in life is that we're gonna have different answers about life the older we get. That's the scariest part about life, is this shit keeps changing over and over and over again. Like today, I posted an Instagram poll today. And actually, I'm going to read it for you guys. On air, I'm going to read it for you guys right now. Let me find this poll. Okay. So, also, another podcast you want to shout out is shout out Fresh and Fit podcast. They've been on the come up. Well, they're lit now, but they're blowing up, doing their own thing. And they brought up this interesting topic. And this got my followers. Follow me on Instagram at Devontae_Foreman, please, and thank you very much. So far, this has gotten my profile very in the middle. And the poll was, do women control the narrative of dating, and men control the narrative of the relationship. Is that facts or no? 16 people says yes, that they agree. 18 people say no. And those are the results right now as I'm reading them on air. The results probably will change by the time this is out on YouTube or by the time the poll expires. And a lot of people were asking me, what do I think about this? Well, here you go. I think that is true in ways, in more general cases, but not for the reasons people think. This is not to say men control troll the women are dogs, kneel down, all this weird shit. Nah. But like, when you think about it, I feel like it's more of a necessity for it to be that way. Like, when it comes to dating, I feel like men go out of their way to impress women. Like, we do crazy shit, open doors and dates, and well, sad to say, but like, a lot of us lie. Like, a lot of us got a cap to get the girl. We will go through all these hoops and tricks to get the girl. But it's like, we chase the women we go after a lot of times, obviously excluding the one or whatever, but the women we go after a lot of times, it's like we see them kind of as in this weird goal kind of oriented type of thing. So with that being said, that when we get the girl, it's like the fun is over. Like, I'm gonna tell you why men fit. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly why men are afraid of relationships. Okay, so there's always one. The obvious answer is a girl in the past broke a heart, this, that, and the third, treated us bad, did us dirty, never got over it. But the real answer is there's some girl out there. It can be a mother, it can be an aunt, anything, any woman who was close to him somehow broke something in him that he was vulnerable to, and got shut down. And for that reason, he's decided to put his guard up and close it. And then another reason could be that, since he's so off guard, or since he's so walled up and built up, that sometimes when you're so lost in yourself, it's hard for you to see something that's right ahead of you. And for men, it's not men don't, it's like, put it this way, right? Most women in society, most women who are raised, what are they raised ideology wise? What were they raised like? They were raised to grow up and get married one day and have kids. That was society's end goal for them. Me personally, I think that's bullshit, but we'll talk about that on another episode. But society put this thought in their head to marry and have kids. That's life. But for men, we were more raised to be whatever the fuck we want to be. We were made to chase our dreams and stuff like that. And I feel like that's the big disconnect that, and due to society, that we have between each other. And there's a blessing and a curse to a man being goal oriented, especially when it comes to people. Because yeah, cool, you're getting all these women, hoes, whatever you want to call it, And then we get to a point where we're bored. Or when the guy finally gives into his commitment, when he finally is like, all right, I guess I'll be with you, this, that, and the third, he still doesn't trust you all the way. Like, if you ever look at a wedding and you see the dude crying at the altar, he's not crying because you're so beautiful. He's crying because it feels real. Like, the wedding just became real. Things just became real to him. That's the reason why they cried at the wedding. And, like, that's really crazy to me, man. But, like, I feel like a man, like, it sounds wrong to be like, for a man to care, he needs to be in control of the relationship. I feel like more or less it's more of for a guy to really take you really serious, he needs to be in control. But that doesn't mean he wears the pants. He has to wear the pants for the relationship. Like, I think that's a very stupid argument. Like, I feel like wearing the pants in a relationship has nothing to do with anything. It doesn't really matter who's in control or who's the decision maker and all that. Does a relationship work? Okay, then. Because everybody's relationship works differently. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I just feel like more people worry about the little things. I mean, worry about the big things and don't worry about the little things. Like, a lot of times people worry about shit that doesn't even matter. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like for a man, the things we need from women, honestly, is, yes, we need sex. Sex is, it's just a fact. We need sex. Men need sex. Men need appreciation. And men need support. I feel like a lot of times, all men don't feel supported. We only feel supported when it's to the benefit of somebody else. For example, have you ever seen, for example, alright, okay, so this might suck. This might, sorry, but when you look at other, so I'm only talking to people my age, my demographic, 22 and up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, you ever go on Twitter, right? And you see a girl tweeting, right? Girls tweet the most toxic shit. I just want somebody to love me. I just want this. I just want that. I just want this. I just want that. Or he ain't shit. This is why I can't fuck with him. Blah, 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 blah. And then give it a couple days, week later. I'm so in love. I love him so much. He's my everything. This, that, and the third. And you'd be like, what? You was just roasting him the other day. And then it flips back and forth. And it's crazy because, like, people will think that, like, and, like, a lot of times men will tell people, like, oh, like, you don't support me. And they'd be like, oh, no, I support you. And that's really how people's faces be. They just be like, no, you don't. It's just fucking insane to me how much we don't know about ourselves yet. And before I go, I want to talk about one more point. I know I'm starting to get a little off track. Apologies. I want to talk about one more big point before I hop out of here. I just want to tell y'all that survival isn't enough. A lot of us are so used to learning how to survive things. Like, I left a lot of the pain and suffering that I put myself through, caused myself, hurt other people, was because of survival. So many times we get caught up in, like, telling our story, and we're just like, I survived this, I survived that, but we did nothing after it. Sometimes I feel like we get so lost in doing what we're doing, or the hardships, where we don't know how to celebrate the positives. And like that can really like destroy you mentally, that can destroy you physically. The amount of pain that can do to you will change everything. If you like, it's just crazy to me how we don't understand that survival is not enough. I'm somebody who, yes, like I survived. Like when my mom died, that was probably the hardest thing I ever had to survive. One of the hardest things I ever had to survive. But I didn't live after it. So when I survived it, I didn't get over it. I carried it. And then I carried that into a relationship where I was already broken. I didn't let myself have the time to fix myself. I didn't let myself have the time to heal. And what happened to me was I ended up hurting myself very bad. Ain't no shade to her. Like, yeah, like we had our issues and shit like that. But she was broken too. She didn't have the answer to heal herself. So what happened was two broken people tried to fix each other when both of us are broken. Instead of finding ways to tear down the walls that were inside of us, we just grabbed hands and ran into the walls together. Life is crazy, but the thing about life is, to feel alive, you have to live it, not just survive it. Because the only thing is, surviving something is really just getting by. And you realize why people live check to check and things like that. You don't want to live check to check your whole life. You don't want to really just be like, okay, I got to pay my rent, but I'm waiting on this check to get here and this, that. Like, I'm fucking tired of that, bro. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of having to live a life of just inconvenience. Just having the stress to how I'm gonna afford this and that. I don't want to go through the rest of my 20s, 30s, 40s just on surviving another day. I want to live my life by just living and finding new definitions on what it means to be Devontae. What it means just to be me. And until you find that, yeah, you're going to survive, but you're not going to do anything you really want to do. We're all fighting a war inside us. We're all fighting something. We all are running from something. We're all hiding from something. But I'd rather be able to tell the story that I beat this rather than just, damn, got me fucked up on my own words. I'd rather tell the story of how I beat something one day than just live with it forever. Stop carrying things, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, this really stung for me that, like, I realized that I can't carry my mom's death as a chip on my shoulder. I can't carry my father's cancer as a chip on my shoulder. I can't carry these things because that's not me anymore. So many times, the childhood trauma that we have carried for all our lives, we begin to never let it go. And when we never let it go, we start to push that on to other people. And because these problems are never fixed, they get passed down to generation to generation. I think the biggest fear in my life is honestly, it's just because of issues of abandonment and self-love and all confidence and all of these things that I didn't have. My biggest fear was passing that on to one of my children. What am I supposed to say if my kid comes to me and just tells me that they don't feel like they're enough? So instead of that's something I just couldn't sleep with at night. So instead, I went and found myself. So hopefully, I pray to God, hopefully, that one day he won't have to ask himself that question. Like, family is something that's really important to me. But one thing about family that people don't tell you is that a family is supposed to evolve. Like, of course, I want my kids to be better than me. But I want my kids to have confidence. I want to have my kids to have pride in who they are. And how will they learn that if it doesn't start with me? And I'm gonna leave you out with that, man. You know, that's just things this week I've been thinking about, man. You know, life's crazy, but don't just survive it. Learn how to live it. You guys are gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. We got another week coming, man. Things are coming. Things are dropping. It's gonna be Friday night. It's another weekend. We got through it. You're gonna get through the next weekend, and the next, and the next. And life will just keep spinning. Just keep believing in yourself. I'm gonna see y'all soon. It's been your boy Devontae Forever. And on one day, can't wait till that forever finds you. I'll see y'all soon. And we out.
Let the beat drop. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.